Hi, my name's John. If you're here watching my videos, tap the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. If you like my videos, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications for new videos. And at the end of the video, you can hit the icon in the center and also subscribe to my channel. Welcome back to Hot Rods and 4x4s. Today is August 27th, Thursday, about 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 or so. I'm back at the shop today, and I'm gonna get this passenger side tank stabbed in finally. I didn't show up yesterday at all. I wasn't feeling good. My stomach's been bothering me again, so you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get the passenger side tank stabbed in. I'm gonna try to get it on video. I brought my headpiece for my GoPro, and then I'm going to do some other stuff. I've got to still take out the old gas pedal and install the electronic gas pedal, and then we may start you know, hooking everything up and getting it where I can turn the tanks on each side and test them. And after that, you know, it is what it is. Just trying to get this thing done. I'm ready to start driving it again. I'm tired of working on it. So let me show you what's going on, and then I'll get my GoPro on and we'll take a look at it. Okay, there's the new tank. Everything's plumbed already. I just gotta throw it up in there, stab it up in there, put it in there, bolt it in, you know, the whole spiel. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go for now, and I'll be right back. Okay, today, like I said, my shop is a dang mess. Back of my pickup is a dang mess. I haven't cleaned up in a while. Everything here is everything I've used to put this truck together and otherwise, and I'm ready to get under here and try to get this thing back up in here and get it all plumbed in, get it wired in, get everything sorted out, and get it running again. I've got to find all the sockets I had for my impact, or more sockets for my impact. That way I can get all this done pretty quick. Try this again. Alright, looks like you're going again. Don't know why it shut off, it just did. Sometimes it does that after a couple of seconds if I get too far away from it or something. I think that's the socket I had. We will see. These are the bolts for the tank. Yep, that's the socket. This is the socket right here for the tank straps. Get all this other stuff in my way under here. Put this phone down here where I can reach it, just in case somebody calls. Then get up under here and do what I gotta do. If you get a bunch of wind noise, I apologize now. I've got fans blowing up under here because it is already getting hot. It is very humid, and having had a heat stroke before, I don't do real good with heat, especially now that I'm getting older. Let's see if I can get under here without bumping the camera. I bet you can't see nothing I'm doing. Let me see here. Yeah, you really can't see anything. All right, let me find the light. I've got a crack in my floor right there, and my wheels get stuck in it. Can't roll forward or back, can't roll sideways because I can't get out of the crack. So you'll see me jerking around a lot trying to get up under here because of that. And I'm fat and old and have a hard time moving around. Turn this light on. Try not to blind everybody. Uh-oh, I must have left it on. Battery's dead. Just my luck. Okay, so I'll go charge it up. See if I can use this other light under here. It's not charged up either. But I think it's charged long enough to give me some light under there. We'll try this again. As you can tell, my exhaust is broken, so I'm gonna have to fight around that to put this tank in here, so I might have a little bit of a hard time. Plus, I'm under this one right here. Not much room under these old K-bodies. I mean, the fact that I can get under here without a jack is pretty nice. But that's about all it's good for. And go ahead and put my hoses over the frame here. And get me a one bolt ready so I can try to stab this up in here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with this exhaust in the way. It looks like I'm gonna have to possibly get on the floor, but you really don't want to lay on the floor, but I guess I'm gonna have to. So let me scoot off this creeper. Then I'll scoot my impact out of the way. My bolt ready. See if I can one hand this. Probably not. So I'm gonna get a knee under it. Okay. having a problem with the filler neck being in the way. So I've got to pull it in further than it actually needs to be. There you go. Okay, find my bolt again. Okay, now I've got one bolt started. Now I've got to try to feed this cable up through the same place that my fuel lines are fed through. Okay, got them up there. Get another bolt over here. See if I can't jack this thing up with my knee one more time. Okay, something's holding me up. Let's see what it is. Okay, got the second bolt started. Go ahead and tighten these up. Don't want to hammer them too hard just yet. Because I want to make sure that my other bolts are going to line up, because sometimes they don't and you have to use a brass hammer. Sorry about blinding you. Looks good to me so far. Get some more bolts up here. This is working around the fuel lines on this is kind of a pain in the ear. Wrong size. There's a lot of bad things going on in our country today. I try to stay out of them as much as I possibly can, but some of the ridiculousness going on now, I don't know what to say about it. Okay, got the 3 front bolts in. Kind of hard reaching back here deciding which bolt goes in there. I've got a bunch of them in this tray and I'm going by feel, because I can't really tell what's what. And it's hard to look behind me back there and see what I'm grabbing. Okay, got almost all them in. Need one more. There it is. No, that's not it. Is that it? No. I think that's it. Well, there it is. It was already down here on the ground. Okay. Okay, now I've got all them started. So what I've got to do is get up here with this socket and go ahead and tighten that strap up the rest of the way. Put your light down for a minute. Hopefully I don't get the socket stuck in there. Okay, that tank's tight and snug. Get in here and do this side. You don't have to crank them down so tight that it squishes the tank. They just got to be tight enough that they don't move. Now I'm going to tighten up the bolts holding the tank in. Need to sit there and impact them for 30 minutes either. I had to do that one with a ratchet. Because that's basically a nut that's tacked on that bracket, and you'll pull it loose. I did on one on the other side. Either that or I stripped the see if I can get this ratchet. Either that or I stripped the bolt itself. And that's not good news either. Now let me try this different way. Sorry if I keep blinding you guys, I don't mean to. Okay, if you guys have noticed, I'm using high pressure clamps and high pressure fuel line. And then right here, this is a push lock. I didn't really like it. It didn't go on well. It's not really made for this application. On the return line, I'm using regular, it's for like throttle body injection. It's not super high pressure, but it goes up 50 pounds. But the return line shouldn't have any pressure on it at all, because there's nothing, you know, to hold it back. It just goes straight back into the tank. This I got from eBay. It's good for up to 65 pounds of pressure. It's the same unit that Holley uses, but I didn't get it from Holley. It's a standard. Standard is the brand. Fuel tank selector. Like I said, it's good for 65 pounds of pressure. I should only have 60 pounds of pressure going through it. Which, yeah, I know is kind of close. But that's what they got. Other than that, you're gonna have to go to the brass fitting where you switch one tank and the other, and then you'd have to do the same on the return. You'd have to have two valves to control it, and I didn't want to deal with that. But in the end, I may have to. So, you know, we'll go with this for right now and see what's going on, see how it works out. I've still got to put a filter on this side. And then I can connect it. I'll put the filter over here with the other filter, and I'll bend some fuel line for it. And the fuel line I got is the steel stuff that you get from AutoZone, and it doesn't bend real well. But my son has an old fuel line out there that I can probably bend pretty easy, and I may not bend it at all. I may just cut some short pieces and then loop the hose around and hook into it. And you know, I can put the double or the bubble flares on the end, so it won't let the clamps slip off. And these are, like I said, they're high pressure clamps, so they'll hold up to whatever pressure. As far as this goes, this valve came with a plug so you could wire it yourself, but you don't have to. Okay, your old plug will work. All they're doing is, there's a lot of dirt in this line. It's really starting to bug me. It's getting grit in my teeth. But anyway, the way this works is, this is your passenger side fuel sending that goes back to, that hooks up to the fuel gauge, okay? Or hooks up to the float in the tank. The third one here is what hooks up to the float in the driver's side tank. This middle one right here is the one that goes to the gauge, okay? Now it's exactly the opposite on this one. The dark green one goes to the left tank, or the passenger side tank. The light green one goes to the driver's side tank. And what they do is they give you a switch that you run a hot wire through, come over here, just like in your car. This has power all the time, so it would power up your fuel sending unit, and it powers up your fuel pump too. So you hook your fuel pump wire into the light green one for the driver's side tank. Then I'm gonna hook another red wire in here for the passenger side tank, and then I'll run this one up to the front. Will go directly into my Holley, and that's how I'll get my fuel level. So let me get out of here, and I'm going to make my fuel lines for my fuel filter, and then I'm going to connect it to the sending unit, and then I'm just going to connect this one directly to the selector valve, and then I'm going to hook this one directly to the selector valve. Like I said, this is low pressure line, but it's on, you know, it'll hold up to 50 pounds, which, you know, the return shouldn't have hardly any pressure on it at all. I know it's going to have some, but, you know, not a lot. But what I'll do is I'll cut this, and I'll put another butt connector on there. When I come back, I've got a heat gun. I'm gonna heat all this up and heat shrink it, and that'll be sealed as good as it needs to be. And then that'll be that under here. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and start making some fuel line. Okay, these are the fuel lines I was talking about that I got from AutoZone. They're still fuel lines. They're 3/8 fuel lines. And on the end of this tube, they have this fitting that goes directly into the fuel filter. Let me find my other fuel filter, and then I'll get right back to you. My shop is a mess, like I said, and I'm gonna get that cleaned up as soon as I get this truck out of the way.